This video I manifest as a short life update and what was going on in my life last month. If you don't know me, hi, I'm Irene and I'm almost 30 years old and I'm a newbie Russian immigrant currently based in Turkey. And now I'm an immigrant for 3 months and can't believe it. I know that maybe most of you subscribed to my channel after my video about Russian typical apartment in Moscow, and that's so cool. I'm so thankful for having you as my loyal audience on my channel. You guys are so great and I hope that you'll still be a huge part of my YouTube community. That's really cool. I love you all. But I have to tell you, because maybe you watched only one video on my channel about this apartment, that I'm no longer filming videos about my Russian and Moscow lifestyle. I know that you might see me as a Russian girl, but my life changed a lot last 3 months and I want to tell you about that. And my channel is all about lifestyle and communicating with other people and about inspiring you for life changes. So I'm still Russian, but I'm a newbie immigrant and my life really changed last 3 months, like from the upside down. So today I want to honestly talk to you and describe my emotions and what I feel right now as an immigrant and about my plans for future, and hope you will like this video. Firstly, I want to talk to you about moving abroad is hard enough. And I didn't expect it that it's that hard, really. I always wanted to move abroad, like from the early childhood. I always knew that I have to move abroad. I want to live in other countries, to know and to learn other cultures, and I want to know other people, to see the world, to be the part of this world. Part of that world. Not to live in one city where I was born, not to live in one country. I love Russia, really. I love Russia for its culture, for its nature, for its beauty, for the lifestyle there, especially in Moscow, because Moscow is not Russia, as we do say as Russians. Moscow is really cool, and life here is so stressful in one part and is so beautiful in the other part. But I always knew that I have to move abroad and to change my life, and here I am in my almost 30 years old. I moved to Turkey 3 months ago in December. When you want to move abroad, you make some preparations and you have a plan. For instance, I planned my moving with my husband and our pets for 3 years, I think. It all started in 2020 when we were all struggling of COVID, and that was a real stressful time. But it gave me a lot of understanding what I want for my future, what I want to do with my life, where I want to move, and what person I want to become in the future. And I'm so thankful for that time because I had my understanding and I started to prepare our lives, our apartment for moving abroad. We dreamed a lot, we planned a lot, especially me, of course, and I still have my plans written in the Notion program because I'm a super organized person. But what I'm talking about is like when you are planning to move abroad, you make some preparations, you know how much money you will spend for moving, and you're like going step by step to your dream. Our moving abroad was a total difference from what I was thinking about, because we were moving in a huge stress and anxiety and depression, because all of you may know about situation in Russia, about mobilization, about all the stuff what was going on. And we were moving like in a hurry. I used to sold everything we had. We sold our apartment in Moscow, and that was not a fairy tale in our lives. And like 3 months passed right now, and I'm still having stress. I'm still not feeling good right now at the moment. I'm not in the harmony. I don't know what to do in the future, and moving abroad is not what you're thinking about. It's always interesting because you're talking with your friends or maybe people who never moved abroad in their lives, but they always know what to say to you. Oh, that's easy, or you can handle it. Oh, that's good. You can move abroad wherever you want. That's perfect. Just don't give up. And these are just words. These are just words that don't even help, because moving abroad is hard. It's hard emotionally, it's hard financially, it's hard logically. It's hard to pack all your life from 3-bedroom apartments in Moscow into only 4 suitcases, pack your dog, say goodbye to a cat, like in our situation, because we had to say goodbye to our cat and now he lives in another family. And yeah, we moved abroad and we don't have our apartment, we are renting an apartment. My husband is searching for a job because he don't have one, and that's another problem. That's really hard to find a job like when you living in another country, because legally you can't work in this country. He can find a job only legally in Russia or like in other countries like Belarus or Kazakhstan or something like that from the post-Soviet Union countries. And the truth is that nobody will tell you the truth how hard it is to move abroad. So the next point here is the depression and anxiety and apathy, which I was struggling last 3 months with. And I'm still struggling a little bit. That's the huge reason why I wasn't filming anything and wasn't uploading anything on my YouTube channel. To be honest, I filmed 1 or 2 videos, but the whole month passed and I was in a huge apathy. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to go anywhere and to be a part of this community. Yeah, I love YouTube and I want to create videos more and more about my lifestyle, but that's the huge part. But what's crucial is to be in harmony with yourself, like to feel free from the chaos around you and what's in your mind. And that was really hard, to be honest. Yeah, I'm sitting here and smiling to you in front of my camera lens, but life is not fair. We have so many unfair advantages in our daily basis. We have to struggle with all problems around you. And moving abroad is really difficult. There's a huge cultural difference. There's language problems because I don't know Turkish. I tried to learn it, but I don't want to be honest. I don't like this language. I'm a huge fan of English, as you can see, and I'm speaking fluently in it. I didn't want to film anything because I was laying in my bed on my sofa and thinking like, nah, my life is so boring. What should I film? What should I show here in my channel? Who will watch these videos? Because most of my subscribers, most of you subscribe to me as for a Russian girl from Moscow showing her Moscow apartment. But it's not my apartment at that time. We sold it and this apartment has new owners and has new life, and we have new life. Life has changed and I have to deal with it. So yeah, I was struggling with a huge anxiety and I was like a kind of depression, I think, because it was really hard that it was all on my shoulders when we were moving abroad and we still like in this situation where we don't know what will be in our future because we are waiting for our documents. We are waiting for our apartment. I made a video about apartments in Turkey and investing in property in Turkey, and you will see the link somewhere here. And there I told you that we bought an apartment in Turkey, but we're still waiting for it. This apartment is under construction because the whole building, the whole apartment complex is under construction, and we're waiting it, living in a rental, and that's really hard, to be honest. And I was like in a kind of depression because I didn't want to do anything, as I told you. I didn't want to film anything. All creators are better than me, and why do I need to film videos? Why will you watch my channel? What I can show you? And I solved some problems and I found an inner light and some motivation to continue making YouTube videos because, guys, I love you and I like to be the part of it, and I'm so thankful for you still here in my channel. That's really hard, and you will never understand the person who talking about it, about moving abroad, if you never experienced that in your life. So another thing is about our rental apartment. As I told you a few minutes ago, we bought an apartment in Turkey and we are renting an apartment right now. That's the first time for both of us, for me and my husband. Not for me literally, because I used to live in a dormitory when I was a student. I used to rent a room in Moscow before meeting my husband. But for both of us, that's the first time when we are renting a whole apartment and in another country, in a different culture. So at the beginning, we were told that the construction will be finished in the end of February. And we were like, oh, okay, only 2 months we need to rent this apartment, because in December we were living in an Airbnb, and January and February we thought that we will rent an apartment. But the end of February we got some news that it's not ready yet, because in Turkey was a bad weather with pouring rains and storms. Then the earthquake happened, and that was a huge tragedy in Turkey. That's really sad, and that's so dangerous, and that's also an unfair advantages of life. Nobody knew that. And the construction is not finished right now, and we hope that it will be finished in the end of March, because we really want to move to our apartment. It's so hard because we have our luggage. I have literally packed my suitcases and they're standing in my wardrobe waiting for the time when we will be moving. We also bought some stuff into our rental apartment because we needed like a coffee maker, like a kettle or a computer for my husband, or an air fryer, or even a table, because there was no normal table, normal desk for working, for doing my stuff. And we bought so much, and we will move to our apartment with all stuff that we bought. And our apartment is still not ready. Today we're going to see what's going on with this construction, and maybe to check it and to know something interesting when we will move to our apartment, when we can do it. I have plans to make a whole video about moving to an apartment in Turkey, and that will be maybe a series of videos about moving abroad and decorating my apartment, about buying stuff on Amazon Turkey. So I hope that you will subscribe to my channel and ring the bell to be the first one to see my video. I'm trying to make it once a week, but I'm not consistent yet. Also understand that I can still do decluttering with my stuff which I brought from Moscow with me. And that's so strange because I packed our whole lives in only 4 suitcases, but I still can do decluttering. That's amazing and crazy in one time. I brought the stuff from Russia with me, but we all make mistakes, I think, and I brought too much. I brought too much, I knew this. And I knew that may be a problem. And I also filmed a whole video about makeup decluttering for my channel, but I understood that I was talking on camera for 2.5 hours, and I just don't want to edit this video, and that will be too boring. I just abandoned this project. And the last but not least thing about my emotional condition is I miss my friends, I miss my beloved ones, and especially I miss my soul sister. She's living on Sri Lanka right now, and we are 2.5 hours apart. All of my friends are living in different countries right now. Some of them still living in Russia, in Moscow. Some of them moved abroad like me 1 year ago, or maybe a few months ago like us. But it's really hard. It's really hard because we have less time together. I can't just pop into their apartments and say hello, or bring some cookies and some coffee and to chat with them as we did in the past. Hard times. We need to deal with it. And I hope that you like my video, so press like button and subscribe to my channel and ring the bell to just support me and be a part of my community. Also, I made a huge step in my blogging career, and I create a links account. You can see this link in the description box below. So this is a multiple link where you can see a profile, and you can see it right now here. Here you can see all of my social media. You can press these buttons, press these icons, and go to my social media. And also I made the Notion template for you, and I will make a whole video about how I plan my life in Notion. This will be the second video about Notion. And one of the things that I'm so proud of, me and my best friend Sophie, who's living in Sri Lanka, my soul sister, we made our first product. We decided to create our little company, S&I Creative Bureau. So we made our first product. That's the template. That's a PDF template for taking notes on your iPad or another tablet. So you can download it for free. Follow these links in my description box, or you can see how it looks right now here. So yeah, I'm so proud of us because we are both so talented. She is a UX UI designer. I found the inspirations, I found the ideas in my head, and together we're the power, girl power. So thank you for being with me in this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.